I'm Zach.
And I'm Lindsay.
And this is the Game Forum's first impression on the Warzone Battle Royale mode of Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
So for first impressions, we're only allowed to play the game for 2 hours, and we can't talk to each other before this video. So starting with that, what are your first impressions?
This is my favorite Battle Royale. Well, the Battle Royale mode is my favorite. I don't like plunder. I don't like how people can just respawn.
Okay, I have to say, I like some of the stuff they did, and I don't like some of the stuff they did.
Yeah.
I definitely did not like plunder as much.
Yeah. I don't like, because it's like, if there's a team spawn camping, or not spawn camping, camping the drop-off.
That is what I found
screwed.
pretty much every single time I had to use balloons.
Yeah.
Because every time I went to one of the things to drop off money, there was always someone camping there.
Yeah.
And anytime, like, I wasn't at a spawn, there was nobody. It felt like a ghost town. Like, I didn't run across anybody until I got to one of the areas to drop off money.
Yeah. I do like how, even, like, let's say you don't drop any money off, you still win. You still, like, get a lot of experience. And so it's more of a training for the, like, the actual Battle Royale mode, like getting familiar with the weapons and the time to kill and the map.
Now, I also didn't really see, like, at the end, it's like, how well are you doing versus the other players? Like, it doesn't really do a good job of showing you.
That bar that it's like, here's you, and it's $1 million, I guess, is what the maximum amount of money
carry is?
Oh, okay, that's what. Okay,
I think so.
Because like, I have no idea. They didn't explain really anything.
No, and but I mean, pretty much what I did is like I went around for like a while in the first game I played, and I didn't see anybody. I just picked up stuff and picked up money, and then the second I went to one of the drop-off points, I was like ambushed by like a ton of people. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll just go buy balloons. And I just went from, like, purchase station to purchase station and bought balloons and did it that way. And, but, I mean, I hardly ever even ran into anybody, like, out there not at a drop-off point.
Yeah.
It felt very, like, barren to me.
Yeah, and I kind of like, but also don't like, that you can equip like custom classes like from the get-go. Mm-hmm. So if someone is like, ooh, I'm really good with this sniper with this loadout, you're not going to win.
Or someone's like, I'm going to put bunches of trip mines all around the drop-off point, get a sniper rifle, and sit back here and pick everybody off.
Yeah.
So it's
more tactical than Battle Royale.
It's more tactical. I just didn't feel like I had a very good flow to it, though.
Yeah, and it's okay, and I don't like that you just respawn, you lose your money, and then you just like.
Well, you don't lose all your money. You lose like a little bit. It's like a percentage
chunk,
or something.
Yeah. But what do you think about the actual Battle Royale mode?
Okay, I got kind of mixed feelings on this one. Like, I really liked some of the stuff they did, and I didn't like some of the other stuff they did.
What do you not like?
I did not like how you can't customize your weapons anymore. Like in Blackout.
I prefer that. Like, I like that you don't have to, like, get attachments. That you just get the weapon and you're done.
No, I don't like that.
Really?
Because, like, I'd be going through and I'd pick up, like, a light machine gun.
Yeah.
But it had, like, this, like, super zoomed-in scope on it. And I'm like, I don't want this. I just want a red dot.
Well, then you go with that pistol until you get something good. Get a purple.
No, I'm like, I don't like... to me, it drops out a lot of customization that you could do in it.
It does, but you have a greater chance of getting something better because of that.
Well, I mean, to me, though, it feels like it's much more limited because in Blackout, I mean, you'd go through and there'd be tons of weapons and variety everywhere.
Yeah.
In this one, pretty much half the weapons you come across are going to be a regular, like, M4 or a SCAR.
Yeah. But then when you find that purple or legendary, then it's like, okay, grab this. And you're really just trying to get until you get enough money to do the loadout drop.
I mean, I guess that's what they're trying to push it toward.
They want you to, like, build up to, like, your personal class. It's kind of like a payoff.
But at the same time, though, it's like, okay, if you don't get enough money, then you're pretty much screwed if someone... finds a drop or gets a bunch of cash and they can get their loadout.
Yeah.
Like, it seems a lot more imbalanced to me. So, to me, the weapon customization, the fact they took that out, I think really limits the game. Yeah. And it makes it very similar to nearly every other battle royale game. That was something Call of Duty did different to set themselves apart, and now to me it feels a lot more like Fortnite in that aspect.
Especially like the color coded weapons.
Yeah.
That's definitely Apex and Fortnite. But I think they did that because it works overall. This is a more casual battle royale, which I'm okay with because like it's Blackout got very difficult. It was like you got to get the right attachments, the right weapons. This it's like you get the right colored weapon, or at least get the cash enough to get a loadout drop, and then get your loadout that you prefer.
Now, like I said, I still think I like Blackout's aspect of, they had different colored coded weapons in there too.
Yeah, that
but they
is
had
true.
Each weapon color had different amount of attachments.
Yeah.
So you could find a sniper rifle with a scope you want and, ammo and all that kind of upgrades to it and take that and put it on your light machine gun that you actually want to use.
That is true, yeah.
So it give you a lot more variety in your play style. With this, it's like, oh man, I found a really good sniper rifle. But I wanted a shotgun, and I've got a base level shotgun, but I guess now I'm going to have to use this sniper rifle because it's way better.
Yeah, that is true.
What do you think about them adding in the ability to buy kill streaks?
I haven't really, other than the UAV, no one's really been using that a lot.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't hardly see anyone use anything apart from a UAV.
And, I'll get the pop-up or the message, be like, enemy UAV in the area, and I'll hit the map, and it's, like, nowhere near me.
Yeah.
And so it's, like, it's not going to affect me. But you can find some score streaks or kill streaks. Like,
in the boxes.
Yeah, because, it's mostly the recon drones and the drones. And the shield turrets and stuff, but I haven't found anything crazy. I've gotten a few precision airstrikes like from the vendor.
Yeah.
But I always die before I can really use it.
Yeah. No, I mean I got the UAV and used it a couple of times, and I think throughout most of the gameplay it's going to be not really necessary. But I think when you get down to like the final group, then it would really play a big part in it.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, if you're in a small area and there's only a couple other people left and you can call in a helicopter strike or an airstrike or something, then that could really change the final play of the game.
Yeah. We were me and this one random where there was two teams left, my team and then the other team. The other team had 3 people, my team had 2. And it was coming down to where the very last wave, which was like it's just constantly closing in, and they had kind of like sheltered themselves at a building, and they had put down the barricade shield, and then a trophy system behind it. So we were literally screwed. Like there's nothing we could do except for run out in the open and just get killed. Ooh. But it was rough. But there's a lot of times where like I got a bloodthirsty like by myself. I killed a team of 3. And then 2 more members of another team, and the other one ran away. I actually have that captured, so we'll post that. But I mean, I like it. I actually like it a lot. I like it a lot more than Blackout.
I think I still like Blackout better.
Yeah,
because to me, like I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like this moves at a much slower pace. Like Call of Duty has always been about the faster pace, and I mean playing Blackout. You'd pretty much land, and no matter where you landed, like there was always people around you, and you'd always have to like group up and get stuff going fast. And then it felt like the second something would happen, the map would start closing in.
Yeah.
So it's like this constant sense of urgency, like you gotta go. And with this one, I didn't really feel that. I mean, like most of the time I landed, apart from maybe 1 or 2 times, I mean, I'd land. There'd be nobody around me. I'd have plenty of time to go around and get a gun, look at everything, see what I want to do. And then it's like the map's closing in, but I mean, it's like the circles would close in like, I felt like slower, or maybe they were bigger areas or something. So I just had plenty of time. I'm like, I'm going to walk over there. And then I didn't feel like I was meeting as many people on the way to the center. Like, I don't know if the map is just way bigger.
Because they had talked about, so it's 150 players, but they're going to up it to 200. And so I think the map is accommodated for 200. and so it feels unbalanced or slower now because it's only 150.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, those instances where you do meet people are really cool and fun.
Yeah.
And I also feel like there's a much higher level of verticality in this. Like, there's way more buildings to climb up in.
Yeah.
And way more threats from snipers in
Yeah.
this game than Blackout. Because Blackout, most of it was open field or like real, you're on the same level.
Yeah, there was no cities.
Not really.
There's a straight up city that's one of the big maps.
Yeah.
Not ground is Ground War? Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Ground War.
Yeah, the big city map, like it's in the actual Battle Royale map.
So there's a lot more. I find myself getting attacked from sniper fire a lot more in this one than Blackout. And I kind of like, I don't really like sniping as much. I like getting in there and, close to people and stuff. Like, in one of the rounds we did with one of my teammates, we encircled like a gas station, and it was me and him, and there were 3 people inside, and he started shooting from one side. I literally went around to the side, shot through the glass, and downed like 2 of them, and he came in and got the last guy.
That's pretty cool.
I'm like, that's what I really enjoy. I didn't really feel like there was that much elements of that really one-on-one kind of fight going on in this.
Yeah.
Like most people, I just didn't run into near as many people as I do playing this than I did in Blackout.
Yeah, I guess I prefer that because it kind of gives you more of a fighting chance to like get better loot. I felt like every match I played, I got to the end like more times than not. I either spawned and had really crappy teammates or didn't get a good drop.
Yeah.
Or we made it all the way to like the top 10 like every time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of like that. And then what was it? Like there was a time where it was me and it was a full team of 3.
Mm-hmm.
And we were on top of these buildings in the city area, and this like single dude started running, and I had one of the infrared scopes on I think it was the M4.
Yeah.
And I saw him, and so I pinged him. I'm like, oh, this is cool. So we all saw him, but then he got behind this like barrier, and so we were just like unleashing on this dude, and I felt so bad because like there was nothing he could do, and then the circle started closing in, and it was on his side.
Oh no!
And so he just started running, and then one of the dudes on my team got on the mic and was like, "No one shoot him! Like just let him like stuff her out there." It was pretty cool, but I don't know if I got that captured or not. I don't remember.
No, I don't know. I do really like the pinging system. I think that
which Apex did.
Yeah, Apex started it, but I definitely think it's like necessary for this because especially. Most of the time you're going to be playing with like random people who aren't going to have mics. You need some kind of way to communicate. And I played one round with 3 guys and just random people I'd never played with before. But I started pinging stuff because they were running out there to get loot from one section. And I saw a guy on top of another building setting up to snipe them.
Yeah.
And I started being like, guys, there's a person over here. And it's like they noticed it and started taking cover before you could shoot them.
Yeah.
And then they started using the ping system. And so it was a good communication without ever even talking to each other.
Yeah. There was one match where I was playing and a guy came back from the gulag, which I'll ask you about that in a second.
Yeah.
But he had come back and he had only 1 bar of the armor, and so I had dropped 2 and pinged it, and he like came over there and like he did the emote and stuff, and I'm like, it's pretty cool. Although it's not new, it's just cool. It's still cool.
Yeah, it's a good add-on that I think is necessary for this type of game.
Yeah, it was a good idea by Respawn.
Yes.
Of all studios to go into their first Battle Royale to come up with a system that's in almost all of them now.
Yes.
How do you like the Gulag system? Gulag. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting bit
cool.
of it. Like, I like that last fighting chance to try and, come back. And I also like how it constantly changes up what you spawn with.
Yeah.
Like, it always gives you, like, a pistol, typically a higher caliber pistol, and then you get, like, 1 lethal and 1 special grenade.
Yeah. Have you noticed the meta? Like, if your teammates are or spectating, they'll throw rocks to where they're like this is pretty cool. They're gonna patch that out, I'm sure.
I'm sure they'll probably
they
do
might keep
something.
You can destroy claymores.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like, if someone drops a claymore, you can throw the rock and it'll destroy it.
I mean, most of the matches like went over so fast. I mean, it was
Yeah.
such a small map. I mean, I don't think I had any match last like over a minute, whether I won or lost.
Yeah, it's cool. And then like let's say you lose, you can still get bought in. So, it's like it's still cool.
I think the buy-in system mixed with the gulag is amazing.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell you how many times I've played with people, and it's like, man, I got all this cash, and it's like they're dead, and I'm just by myself for like.
Just buy them back in.
Yeah, now you can buy them back in. You know, if you have like 2 good guns or something you want to, you could drop one for them.
Yeah.
So I really like that system of it. I think that is a vast improvement and something necessary for, I mean, pretty much all battle royales, especially if you're playing with friends.
Yeah.
Because, you know, let's say, you know, some of these matches last a long time. You know, if you get, you know, sniped or ambushed or something and killed, and the rest of your team goes on to play for like another 20 or 30 minutes, you're just sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. And I and also like this is free, which is cool.
Yeah, that is very cool.
And did you hear, this is kind of unrelated but also related, but the 2021 Call of Duty might be like fully free to play?
Really?
Yeah. It's because Treyarch is doing the rumored Black Ops 5 this year, and then next year Sledgehammer is supposedly doing a free to play Call of Duty.
Interesting.
And like, so I wonder if they're like completely changing gears on like how they monetize their games, but this one I feel like is doing it pretty nice.
I like the battle pass system. I even like the the stuff in the store where you can just buy that loadout. It's no longer a random chance of you getting whatever.
Yeah,
you see what it is. You see how
cool.
much it's worth,
Yeah.
and I mean everything seems to be pretty reasonably priced.
It's like what, $10 per like full on, like you get a character skin, weapon skin, ornament, a whole bunch of like other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's fair for the people that want to buy it. You
Yeah.
can also,
You don't have to buy it. It's not going to give you
Yeah.
like some overwhelming advantage.
yeah.
But I guess getting back to this system though. So what is some of the stuff you overall liked and didn't like in the Warzone mode?
I gotta think about that. I mean, I really like no attachments for the weapons. I know that I prefer that just because I feel like I'm not stuck trying to micromanage in the middle of a battle royale game. So I feel like I have a little bit more of a fighting chance. For me, it feels like there's a higher percent chance that I find something that is really good as opposed to finding something that is really good, but I need to stop and like change some of the attachments to it.
Yeah.
But that's just how I feel about it. Maybe I should go back and play a little bit more Blackout because I haven't played that in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've played it too.
Things I dislike, I don't know. I'd have to really think about that because like my entire time playing it, I'm like, this is awesome. I really like it. I don't like plunder at all.
Yeah, no, I don't like plunder either. I think it. I like the idea. I was like excited to try it as a mode. It just did not come across the way I thought it would play at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I liked it a lot. I might have a different opinion,
After playing it some more.
Yeah, be like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't like this. But like so far, I haven't come across anything that I'm really not liking. So I mean, it's a pretty well done battle royale for me, but I also am not an expert in that field.
I'm not an expert at battle royale either. I guess my final thoughts on it. One thing I didn't mention before is when you're in the plane getting ready to spawn in, it actually shows you the names of all the locations over it on the map.
Oh, yeah, that is cool. I do like that.
I thought that was a great addition because so many times you'd be like, let's go to the barn, and someone's like, I don't know where the barn is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you talking about this barn or that barn?
Remember in Blackout, it was tarp, but it never said that. It was that blue tarp that everyone spawned at, but that was like I don't know. People might like that better because it's kind of like the coined terms.
Well,
but this way, it's
easier to communicate, especially if you're playing with people with mics and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's better to be like, let's go here. You can also set the waypoints and stuff. But I think labeling everything is a great asset, especially at this, when the game starts.
Yeah. This is definitely Activision's Call of Duty, casual Call of Duty into the Battle Royale mode.
So again, I don't like the fact they took away the weapon customization. I think that's going backwards to me.
Yeah.
The maps do feel a little slow. I can't tell if it's just too big or the circle doesn't close in fast enough. It just felt a slower pace for me, and
Yeah.
I liked that fast rush pace.
And all this could be changed.
Oh, I mean,
which is
it
cool.
could definitely be
They
changed.
can up the speed. They can up the
put
200 player.
Put in another mode where it just goes faster, and that would fix a lot of my problems with it.
They can change it to where it's like 75, like a 75 plus 75 death match. Like that would be cool.
Oh, one last thing I forgot about. What do you think about the contracts? That adds a new thing into the game.
Yeah, that
as
is
well.
true. They added a lot in this, and for it being free, for it being well made, and it wasn't buggy.
No, I didn't have
get
any
anything.
connection issues or any lag or anything.
I had like
that.
texture pop in, but they're single player games that are literally single player only, and they have texture pop in, so that's not a big deal. But yeah, I do think that the contract system is cool because it rewards you pretty.
It gives you a lot of money.
Yeah. The one thing I don't like is the bounty system because it gives away your location.
Yeah,
but it's also like it doesn't target people that are right there.
No,
it's like someone way across the map. So it's like I'm not going that far.
Like I kind of like some of the stuff, and I don't. I think it's a cool thing to add in.
Yeah.
But I also kind of don't like the bounty system. Like what was it? I was actually targeted as a bounty when I was on a team of 2.
Yeah.
And a team of 3 came up and started trying to attack us. So we got up in the top part of a barn.
Yeah.
And as they were coming up the stairs, they took out my teammate. I killed one of them and downed another.
Yeah.
But like the third one ended up hitting me with a grenade.
Oh.
And so it's like they wiped out our whole team and I wiped out some of them. Gives it some of that more intensity. And I do like the amount of, reward and stuff you get from it. But at the same time, I could take it or leave it, I guess. It's not like game changing to me. But I feel like they kind of put that in due to the slower pace of gameplay and to get people to go out and do stuff.
Yeah. I guess it is a mechanic they're trying to throw in there to get people to be more active and to like go out and I guess to try not to camp.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I've really come across a group of people that are like they're clearly camping now in Plunder every time.
Yeah.
But in Battle Royale, it was pretty. I mean, there'd be people like stationed up on like the satellite in the prison. Mm-hmm. But that's in the corner of the map, so that's like very. The chances of the circle ending there are unlikely.
Yeah.
So it's not really that big of a
deal. Like I said, I did see a lot more snipers in this mode, especially in the cities, because people can get up so high. And I mean, if you're up that high and you have a long range weapon, you can shoot at people, and if they start shooting back, you just back up a step and they can't hit you.
Yeah.
And there's no easy way to get up that high, apart from going up all the stairs, and it's gonna take forever.
One thing I did think about that I actually don't like about this is that, like you were saying, the starter weapons, or not the starter weapons, but like the weapons you are more likely to find in the beginning do all suck.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I find crappy pistols and RPGs everywhere. And like those are pointless.
Like in Blackout, I remember coming across all sorts of stuff. There's a wider variety of weapons.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I was always finding different stuff, and it's like, okay, if I was like, I want to find this gun, I mean, I could always look around for a little bit and find it. But in this one, 90% of everything I'm coming across is all like 3 or 4 different weapons.
Yeah. I guess if they were to like put a bunch of high quality weapons throughout, like a better chance of that, it defeats the purpose of them creating the whole loadout system.
I guess that's true. That's probably why they reoriented everything.
They made it to where like you kind of have to call in a loadout, which also pings everyone like, hey, there's a loadout drop right here. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Maybe it's a cool system that they added that has some hicks, but it's also like it seems like they're trying to get like active, like get everyone active, get everyone moving around because they might have a huge map. And then 150 people.
A way to get people to kind of focus in on an area.
And no one wants to play a Battle Royale match for 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
They typically are like 15 to 30 minutes.
Okay, most of the matches I played were not like 15 minutes long. They were all like way longer matches.
Well, I guess it's closer to like, maybe it is 30 to 45, but it keeps it from going over like an hour.
I don't know. To me, this Battle Royale mode to me felt like really long and slow.
I guess I needed time.
Just because how long it would take to really encounter other people. Like the gunfights, when you get into encounters with people, is fun, But like I said, a lot of the time I'd find myself being suppressed by snipers and spots I can't get to.
Yeah.
And then a lot of it's just walking around not seeing anybody. It feels a lot more empty than Blackout.
Yeah. I guess I need to go and play Blackout and then just see how that feels versus Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, so far I prefer Warzone over Blackout, and I'm sure you prefer Blackout over Warzone.
Yes.
But it's
definitely not
good.
the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
They made a lot of changes to it. Some stuff people are gonna like,
which
some
is
stuff
good
people aren't.
because people were like, you released a Battle Royale game, what, 2 years ago? Not even 2 years ago?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely fine with them changing up the formula. I'm not
Yeah.
saying they need to just do Blackout all over again. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean other people, aren't going to love it. So I think, being able to risk and change stuff up and not just follow the same formula is a good thing.
Yeah, like with Blackout or Black Ops, it's a very unique Call of Duty. With Modern Warfare, a very unique Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have 2 separate Battle Royales that are different enough.
And see, what's funny is, like, Black Ops 4, I did not like the multiplayer mode, at all.
Yeah.
But I loved Blackout.
Yeah.
And with Modern Warfare, I love the multiplayer mode, but I don't care for Warzone.
Because in Call of Duty, in Black Ops 4, I liked the multiplayer, but I didn't really care for the Blackout mode. Mm-hmm. But I guess with Modern Warfare, I like the multiplayer and the Warzone.
Yeah.
But I think that's just because I don't like the abilities in Black Ops. I just kind of that's not what I want in a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But for what they did, it was pretty fun. I liked it. I liked that they changed the time to kill enough, and I know you didn't like that. It felt more like Halo to me.
Yeah. Well, like in multiplayer matches, I don't think that worked, but in the Blackout mode, I do think that worked because you want a little bit more time instead of just one hit and you're dead.
Yeah.
Especially when you walk around for 15 minutes and someone cheap chops you.
Yeah. So, I guess the time to kill in Warzone's pretty.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
Even. Yeah.
And I like the addition of armor plates.
And you find a good amount of armor. So and you can get bundles too, and you can buy it too, and it's cheap. I think it's like $1,200 to get a bundle of 5.
And see, also, and compared to Blackout, there were different levels of armor, and if you had one that was like halfway damaged, you couldn't really do anything.
That is true.
With this one, you have 3 or 4 armor slots, and you can just put plates in.
Yeah.
So I like that a lot better. I like their armor system better.
Yeah.
So like I said, for me, it's kind of a mixed bag. Some of the stuff I like, some of the stuff I don't like.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely probably play some more of it and get more of a feel for it.
Yeah, I do want to play with a group of friends that we can communicate. So me, you, and one other person. If we can get Greg on this, that would get 3 Call of Duty players communicating. I feel like that would be a lot more fun. But
yes. Well, I mean, anything's more fun with friends.
That is true. And then Blackout, I think we played the beta how many times, and then we never played the actual release.
Yeah, we played the crap out of the beta for that, and then
it came out, and then we never played it.
Well,
at
we
least
played
together.
it a couple of times.
Yeah, well, that is true. We played it maybe 2 or 3 times, and then the decisions. I guess I'm giving off PSN names. Well, there was 2 or 3 people that we played with. That we these people are cool. We became friends with them, and then it's we just I haven't talked to them at all.
Yeah.
Since then, I'm like, oh, okay, well that was a short lived, but it was fun. But yeah, I think overall I enjoy it more than Blackout. I'm assuming you're less than Blackout, but you still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, well I think that was about it, right?
I think so.
All right, well I'm Zach,
and I'm Lindsay,
and this has been the Game Forum.